Hi everybody, welcome to another series of Can You Fix My Problem? I got a letter from Jeff. How do I replace the dashboard lights? Okay, like I was saying earlier, when we're doing these projects, I always make sure you got your battery cable disconnected. Okay, make sure it sits away from the battery. Now we'll go in and take care of the replacing the bulbs in your instrument cluster. Okay, Jeff's second question was he needs to know how to replace the instrument gauge lights. Okay, what we have here is your standard panel that you're going to find on the bottom of these, a lot of the older trucks. Turn the screws, the panel drops out. Now, a lot of the old trucks, you used to be able to reach up underneath here and reach your arm up there and change the cluster. But as you can see, they didn't make any room up there for this. So what you got to do, Jeff, is not going to be fun. Let me show you how you do it. Okay, here's what you're going to need to get this project done. Possibly a pair of pliers, depending on how tough the knobs are to get off. You need some Phillips screwdrivers, a flathead screwdriver. You'll need a T15 Torx driver, or you can use an E11 socket. Now, as you notice that you cannot get underneath this panel. There's absolutely no way you can get anything out from under there. So here's what you got to do. Okay. Here's what we're going to have to do to get to this instrument cluster to change out the lights. First off, you're going to have screws. You're going to have two screws. One located up here and another located up here. You're going to have to unscrew these, which I've previously done already. And then this panel's going to pop loose. Okay? Got to be careful. Now you'll see a lip down here. There's screws underneath this panel. Okay? Okay, you can see the little button up in there. Now, what you do is you got a hole. It's right here. Okay? We're going to slide that screwdriver up that hole until we get to the button, which is right there. We're going to push it, and then you're going to pull your light switch out. That'll be get it free in there. Now you'll probably want to unhook your battery when you do all this, because your lights are going to be on, and that's going to make a mess of you're going to have a dinger dinging in your ear the whole time. Okay, so what you got to do is, I've previously shown that you've got to push that pin from up underneath the panel here. This will pop your headlight switch out. That's why you're disconnecting your batteries, so you don't have your lights on the whole time. Then you're going to have to get back behind here. There's a little spring clip right there on that knob that's going to have to be depressed, so the pressure will come off and it'll slip off here. Now mine was stuck on there pretty well, which an older truck you're probably going to get on there. You just pull that off. Okay? Now this is going to free up this panel here. You have your front and your rear tanks there if you got dual tanks. And we're going to just pop this off. There's some of the screws I was telling you about for this panel here. Okay? Now on the other side, you also just take this. We'll take this clip off. Simply click it up and it comes off. This is going to free this panel down. It was right here. Now we need to get to our screws here. This is where your Torx wrench or your socket will come in. You can use a Torx or you can use the 11 socket. It doesn't matter. Now, one thing you're going to have is these are going to be tough, because you know they've been sitting for a while. Unless you had this off recently, they're probably going to be in there pretty solid. So make sure you don't strip these off. You strip these and you're going to wish you hadn't. So if you need to, get that socket on there and loosen it up. Okay, we took this screw off here which is going to allow us to take this other half of this panel off. That simply pulls out and drops off. Now, to get this cowling out of here, we got 4 screws. We got a screw here. This is that little black panel I told you not to yank on because you'll break it. You got a screw down here, and on the other side of the steering wheel, you got a screw here, and you got a screw here. Now this should pop that panel right off there. That takes that trim piece off. Okay, now we're going to be back here into the instrument cluster. You're going to see screws back up in each of the corners. Give me a screw there, give me a screw down here, a screw down here, and a screw up there. Okay, now here's some of your instrument lights right here. You can see them. Okay, now we got this faceplate off. I got the screws out. You simply pull this out. You got to be careful because you get back in here. You got to be very careful. You don't want to break anything back here. Then you can get up here, and there's your lights. Just reach in the ones you need to get, replace them, and you're done with it. And you just put everything back in reverse. Hopefully this helped you understand what was going on here, and you can replace your lights now. Hope it helped you out, Jeff. I enjoy getting emails from all you guys. If you need to, get a hold of me. I'll show you how to fix just about anything you want to fix, whether it be a hair dryer or a car or a truck. Drop me an email. If I can't figure it out, I'll get somebody that can. Drop me an email at canyoufixmyproblem.com. Have a good day.